want to take you through a little story of something that happened yesterday, something very, very particularly odd. I went over to my folks' house because I help them take the trash out every beginning of the week, and my mom, who suffers with Alzheimer's, was having a bad day. She was trying to get things around. She thought she was going to have company, and she was trying to prepare things for these guests that she thought were coming, and she was talking about heating up the stuff that she was getting around, you know, just warming it up a little bit. That's all that needed to be done. Well, it turns out the stuff she was getting around was candy, and she just couldn't settle down. You know, hopefully one day here soon I'll be able to introduce you to my mom through video and show you what things she does actually remember, which hopefully will be an encouragement to you. But anyways, you know, I didn't have time for it at that moment. I was getting a little frustrated. I had things I had to get done. And that sounds cold-hearted, but that's sort of the way you become almost when you're dealing with somebody in that state. I mean, not really cold-hearted, I don't believe. I was doing my best to settle her down and everything, but you know, life goes on, you gotta get things done. And so finally I just realized, hey, you know, maybe I'll just take my mom with me to the few places I need to go. Now the reason I'm in such an odd position here is because I actually got some stuff to show you on the laptop before it goes dark. Well, I took my mom to the bank and I videotaped the few moments that we were going off. You know, I just figured I'm going to catch a little glimpse of this memory. So I'm going to zoom in on the file, which is the video moment, and just my luck, the thing goes to sleep on me. Yep, sure. Okay, so here's the video file right there. Right there. And you'll take note, I don't know if you can see it, but right there's the date and time of the adventure. 3:14. Now my time on my video camera is a little off from my atomic clock. I just checked it here and it's about 3 minutes off, which isn't much. So that says 3:14. So actually that was recorded about 3:17 or so, a little bit later. And you know, this stuff doesn't matter, but it does, because then the video went on for about 2 minutes, and so that'd make it about 3:20. Well, let me just show you a little bit of this video and then carry on with the story. Okay, so I'll zoom in here and open the file. Okay, so I have it open somewhere. Here it is, because I'm partway into the video here. Now I'm going to show you where the destination was and where we were going. And I got a big old reflection from a light that I got turned on here, so let me turn that light on and then turn this on. Our destination was, you can't see it, just not too far away. It would only take about, not even 5 minutes to get where we had to go.
When I go down too, I know about where you're going.
So right about here we are about ready to turn onto a street called Bridge Street. So I cut the camera off as we turned off over onto that street. Okay, so we head over the bridge, for which Bridge Street is named, and just past the bridge there's a right-hand turn. And so I was about ready to make that right-hand turn, and I realized, oops, this is a block too early. I don't want to turn here. So I proceeded on. Well, about that time, a young fella come buzzing up on my rear end and was riding my tail for the next block. This guy was hugging me tight. I mean, I couldn't even see him out the regular rear view mirror. I saw him out my side mirror, and he was kind of cockeyed just to the, to the driver's side of my vehicle, like as though he were planning on passing me the whole time, but riding right tight up against my butt. Okay, so I got it to the next corner, made the turn, and the dude gunned it. Zoom! Took off right around the back side of me. Just as I was almost finished making my turn, I heard a thud. And I thought that dude hit me. That dude clunked me one. Then I realized, no, I guess he didn't, because I didn't feel anything. So carried on, went over to the bank. Now I got the bank receipt. We sat behind about 3 cars, and that video, or that little tire, that receipt shows 3:36. Now these times don't quite jive, because I'm figuring on the video here. Like I said, the file shows 3:14. We pushed ahead 3 minutes because the time is off. 3:17. Video's 2 minutes long. We're right near in 3:20. It didn't even take me. Wouldn't even take me 2 minutes to get over where I had to go. It was about 3:22. I can't believe I sat in the bank line that long. You're saying, yeah, what's the big deal? Well, I'll tell you. When we left the bank, there was a fire truck down on the street that I just pulled off of not long ago, and there was a few police cars. I had to do some other business in another area that was past that street, so I had to detour, get down there, come back a bit later, just moments later, minutes later, as I dropped off some stuff at a local Salvation Army, and came back down through, and they were starting to clear out the area, but I'd seen a couple of ambulances there, and I started wondering, of course, what had occurred that I just missed, not having been there too much earlier. Well, let me share with you one other thing here.
3:30. One male and one female, both over the Monday afternoon. It happened on Bridge. 2 people were injured in corner, hit by a car Monday afternoon. It happened on Bridge Street around 3:30. One male and one female, both over the age of 18. They were transported to hospital. Their names and conditions had not been released. Witnesses told police the pedestrians were crossing the street in a crosswalk when it happened. The car involved was a gray Subaru, cracked windshield and front left headlight. Police were unable to give any more information as they investigate going. They're asking injured in corner, hit by a car Monday afternoon. It happened on Bridge Street.
So much for the video. But turns out this gray Subaru was the vehicle that was following me right on my tail. And as the kid passed me, he hit 2 people. And the thud that I heard was those people getting hit. So I called the police today and I let them know that I was the vehicle in front of that guy, because, I didn't have a clue. I woke up this morning and my wife told me that all that stuff you saw going on Bridge Street, somebody got hit. And there was a picture online of the car. I looked at it, I thought, oh man, I can't believe it. That looks like the car that was right on my tail. I saw the kid had in my rearview mirror, I saw he had some sort of hat on. I saw the video online. I see he had this funky hat that he had kind of bulging up. And I thought, that's that kid. I couldn't believe it. Now, here's the thing that kind of bugs me. I wish I'd have taken that first turn. But here's the thing that also strikes me. Wherever those guys were going, they didn't expect to get hit by a car. I don't know what their condition is, but I pray that they're all right. But here's the point too. None of us know. None of us know that you could die. You could die like right now. Remember that airplane crash that occurred up in Buffalo earlier this year? There was one guy on the ground that was dead. 53 people or so in the airplane that crashed, including a couple of members of Chuck Mangione's band who I'd seen just a week earlier at Corning Museum of Glass here, just around the corner from where this occurred. I saw those couple of guys, great performers, and they were dead. I've got the transcript of the plane that crashed and the people that were in it. And they were talking just an hour or a half hour before they died of their plans for the future. We don't know what God has in store for us, but you need to take care of business with the Lord God. Please watch some of my other videos I explain in detail how. Thanks for watching.